Some triangle cities build a lot of houses, but not much else. Today, we're going to look at the 3 cities that are getting a major lifestyle upgrade. These cities are all experiencing outsized growth in terms of amenities and master planning. First, we'll look at the incredible new amenities for each city that are either currently under construction or recently completed. And then we're going to take a look at the kind of housing you can get at various price points in these cities. And believe me when I tell you, there is everything from entry level to gorgeous luxury homes, and now they have the amenities to match. The truth is that all towns and cities start with housing. You have to reach a critical mass of housing before the amenities start to grow. And these cities have reached that point, and the amenities are pouring in. They're building what everybody is looking for: walkable commercial districts with housing mixed in, incredible recreation spots, and that's causing new businesses to move in. Let's take a look. The first city we're going to talk about is Garner. I've done videos about Garner, and for years I have been frustrated by Garner's lack of development. If you're looking on Zillow, Garner has some beautiful housing, but when you drive through, it looks like one big old box strip store mall on 70. It's located in such an incredible geographic spot that the lack of development just made no sense. But Garner is finally getting a facelift. First, the new recreation center opened in downtown in 2021. They have 3 full-size basketball courts, pickleball courts, which everybody is always asking me about, and an indoor walking track. They also host events here, and they had some really cool classes on the schedule for adults like Bollywood dance and improv. And the rest of downtown is finally growing. You've got a bakery, a coffee shop. Steep Right Up sells handcrafted small batch loose leaf tea, herbs and spices. Zen Yoga Studio and Wine Lounge host wine tastings that draw a crowd. And Shady's Bar and Lounge is the neighborhood watering hole. The building Shady's is in was also Garner's first train station, first town hall, and first courtroom. There's also a new event venue and a distillery in downtown, and I really hope Garner stays on this trajectory. It was a long wait for a Costco on this side of town. Did you know that just opening a Costco can increase the property values of the surrounding neighborhoods by 5%? It's totally crazy. I did a video about the neighborhoods surrounding the Cary and Apex Costco, and those have actually increased in value by 14% compared to only 4% for the town as a whole. It's going to be really interesting to see the effect that the new Costco in Garner has on housing prices. Garner is also getting a couple of new parks. Yergin Park will be connected to the new recreation center in downtown Garner by a pathway. It'll have an inclusive playground, natural grass soccer and lacrosse fields, as well as artificial turf fields. Phase 1 will be 48 acres with an additional area for expansion. I love that they're putting this right in the downtown area. This is going to create a vibrant, community-focused Main Street, which is totally awesome. There's also a new county park going in adjacent to Garner and Fuquay. Beach Bluff County Park is going to be an incredible 300-acre park. It's almost done and might even be finished by the time I get this video out. The park is going to have 3 miles of walking trails, a community garden, beautiful natural playgrounds. This is going to be incredible. Take a look. The median home price right now in Garner is about $400,000, and Garner has a wide range of housing prices and types available. You can find properties starting in the 200s for townhomes and even an occasional older single-family home like this one. There are really lovely mid-priced homes with large lots. This one is in the low 400s, and there are some fantastic options for upscale housing. I just love the wood tones that are coming back in. Look how lovely this is. And here's another one. This is a beautiful neighborhood that backs up to Lake Benson Park. And this neighborhood is just 8 minutes from downtown Garner and 20 minutes from downtown Raleigh. But Garner is not the only community stepping it up in 2025. Fuquay-Varina is really coming into its own. Fuquay-Varina is right here at the bottom corner of southwestern Wake County. Timothy and I bought our very first home in Fuquay when there were only 6,000 people in town. It's grown incredibly. So many community amenities are either recently finished or under construction right now. First, let's take a look at how much the downtown has developed. A lot of towns, as they start to grow like this, kind of get a cookie cutter feel to them, but Fuquay has always been really community owned and managed town. The downtown is full of vibrant, locally owned shops. A lot has changed in just the last 5 years, and more is coming to downtown.
For us, we've been here since 1937. We've seen all the change. The oldest store in Fuquay, and to see what's going on next door, up the street, the speculation of what's going to come with some of these mixed-use development sites here in our downtown, it's exciting. Everybody gets along. And Fuquay-Varina in French doesn't stand for common sense, but it should. And we've met a lot of nice people, from up north, like you said, California, Florida, and they're bringing like values with them. we're happy to have them.
Over the past few years, downtown Fuquay has transformed into a vibrant hub, blending culture, entertainment, and modern living. The Q building was completed in 2021. There's some really great shops and restaurants there. The Fuquay-Varina Arts Center opened in 2019. It houses a beautiful theater, galleries, and studios. There are always events and classes happening at the Arts Center. And last year, the town began accepting bids and proposals for a parcel of land that we think might end up being another similar mixed-use development as what they currently have in downtown.
It's a solid community. People care, and everybody's rooting for the other. And you can't find that in a lot of places. Here you can feel the care and the love, rather.
Fuquay already has one community center on the south side of town, but the North Community Center is currently under construction at the Hilltop Nature Preserve, and it's going to provide 3 additional gymnasiums, an elevated indoor walking track, a multi-purpose and flexible classroom space, recreational programs, fitness areas, a teaching kitchen, which sounds really cool, 2 racquetball courts, and a dedicated active adult wing specifically designed to meet the needs of residents over 55. And look at the master plan for this incredible park. This place is amazing. It's got pickleball, 18-hole disc golf, 2 nature playgrounds, open play areas, exercise stations and outdoor challenge courses, a pollinator garden, a dog park, miles and miles of walking trails, a boardwalk. This is just incredible. I would love to live near that park. Fuquay needed some better entertainment options, so a local dentist is investing millions into a new entertainment center with bowling, laser tag, and an arcade. And then Bengal Town Center is going to be another mixed-use community on the north side of town. I love that they're putting condos here. Usually we see a lot of rental apartments going into these types of communities, but people really want to own condos that are walkable to shops, and this meets that need. There will be 53 townhomes plus residential condos above the commercial spaces. It's going to have office space, retail shops, restaurants, and an 80-room hotel. It'll also have a dog park, an open entertainment area, and continuous sidewalks and walking trails. The next really cool development is Gold Leaf Crossing, and this is another one that we've been waiting a really long time for in Fuquay. Target is finally coming to town. Gold Leaf Crossing is a 106-acre parcel that will eventually house 800,000 square feet of retail space. No more driving to Holly Springs or Garner to get to Target. They're not open. What time do they open? 8 o'clock? They don't open till 8 o'clock? We're guessing maybe late 2025 or 2026 opening for Target, but the shopping center is currently under construction. They're expecting to completely build it out over the next 10 years for the whole shopping center. The new county park that we just talked about in Garner is actually on the border of Garner and Fuquay, so that's going to provide more outdoor options for the already robust parks and green spaces available in Fuquay. And now let's talk about housing in Fuquay. Fuquay housing starts around $300,000, although you can rarely find some properties in the 200s. Properties like this infill new construction home are available in the low 300s. A lot of housing is new construction or recently built in Fuquay. You can find single family homes in the 300s, but about 2/3 of them will be in the Harnett County side of town, which is a little further from the amenities, but it's not too bad. You can get into one of those condos in Bengal Town Center in the mid 300,000s. The mid 400,000s gets you into Crooked Creek, which adjoins that community center we just talked about at Hilltop Nature Preserve. I would give a lot to be able to walk to that area. Once you get up into the 500s, you can get into some master plan communities like South Lakes. This neighborhood has tons of walking trails, resort style amenities, and lakes for kayaking and fishing. In the upscale price point, you're looking at places like the Crofts at Brackenridge. These are custom homes that are usually on a few acres off the Sunset Lake Road. That's right on the border of Holly Springs and Fuquay. And this is the cool thing about Fuquay housing. There are options for little farmettes like this one that are not in a subdivision. How adorable is this? If you want to buy a home like this, please call me and let me help you, and then invite me to your house to visit your goats, because if you're going to buy a house like this, you probably want some goats in your backyard. Well, I would, and if you get them, I want to see them. Anyway, Fuquay is a great option in 2025, but there's another incredible town that is growing, and if you want to get in on the ground floor, I've got a town for you. Rolesville from 2010 to 2020 was the fastest growing town in North Carolina. When 540 opened, it made Rolesville commutable to RTP, and the town's population has tripled since 2010. Now it's only 12,000 people, so that's what I mean about getting in on the ground floor. Rolesville is the second oldest town in Wake County. It just stayed farmland stand a lot longer than the other towns did, but that's changing. Despite its age, Rolesville did not develop a downtown district like Fuquay or neighboring Wendell, but like Holly Springs and Knightdale, it's building a modern version of one. Cobblestone Village on Main Street is a mixed-use development that'll bring restaurants and local shops within walking distance of a lot of housing. Cobblestone Village is also adjacent to the Main Street Park, which is connected by greenways to Rolesville's largest subdivisions. Walbrook Marketplace will be a master plan project on Main Street, beginning with a Publix-anchored neighborhood center. Now, Publix has teased other Triangle towns with plans to open a store there, so I'm not promising anything, but it is in the plan. Also in the plan is an additional 75,000 square feet of retail, restaurants, medical and general office space, along with 140 townhomes. Main Street Park in Rolesville is a 33-acre park. You guessed it, right on Main Street. It has a gazebo, picnic shelters, a playground, and over a mile of walking trails. And those trails are connected to the town greenway, which is also connected to the Wake Forest Greenway system. So yes, you can walk from Rolesville to Wake Forest on the greenway. Millbridge Nature Park is a 38-acre park on the greenway with a 200-seat amphitheater and stage. The town hosts a spring concert series here every year. One of the cool things about Rolesville is the geology. There are rock outcroppings in this area, and Sanford Creek, which runs through the park, actually has some small waterfalls. Currently, new entry-level townhomes in Rolesville can be had in the low 300,000s, like this one, which comes with access to the Granite Falls Swim and Athletic Club. For under 500,000, you can get into a single-family home like this one. 5 bedrooms, 2,700 square feet for $446,000 is a pretty good price, all things being equal. Getting over $700,000 can put you in Granite Falls on a lovely new construction home with all the neighborhood amenities. This 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with almost 3,000 square feet on a third of an acre lot is listed at $750,000 with some builder incentives. If you like this video, you might like this one as well.